Hi everyone, Dambi here. In this bite-sized video, I'm going to address what's distinct about this current generation of AI and why it's so enticing as a technology. Until a few years ago, most AI worked quietly in the background, and it helped power things like autocorrect. It ranked your Google searches, it shaped your newsfeed, or helped decide whether someone should get a loan. And you couldn't really see it working, and most people didn't know it was there. And that kind of AI is called predictive AI. It tries to forecast the future based on patterns in past data, and it's often been used in high-stakes decisions like hiring, policing, educational policy, often without transparency, context, or consent. Then something changed. In November 2022, ChatGPT was released, and suddenly AI wasn't just hidden, it was interactive. You could ask it a question and it would respond. Millions began exploring ideas, writing stories, building lesson plans, or even co-authoring poems. And this new wave is called generative AI because it generates something new. And one way to think about it, it's like a funhouse mirror. It doesn't know you, but it reflects back patterns it's seen. Sometimes the reflection is clear, sometimes it's stylized, surprising, or even distorted. And that illusion isn't new. Even Eliza, a simple chatbot from the 1960s, led some users to believe it was conscious, even though that wasn't the intent. The bot was designed as a kind of a parlor game. It simply repackaged your words and asked questions that would encourage users to talk more about themselves. But despite its simplicity, many people showed signs of becoming emotionally attached to it. As Karen Howe, a tech journalist, puts it, we naturally associate intelligence with anything that speaks to us. But generative AI is still fundamentally blind to truth. It predicts words, not meaning. And that's why cognitive scientists like Gary Marcus warn about the gullibility gap, which is our tendency to trust what sounds fluent, even if it's wrong. And because generative AI mimics fluency so well, it's easy to forget that it's just remixing patterns, and it doesn't actually know what it's saying. But that doesn't mean we're powerless. It just means we need to engage with a critical eye and build a habit of pausing before taking AI-generated outputs at face value. And that's where AI literacy matters. How you prompt AI tools like ChatGPT shapes what you get back. And how you interpret, build on, and supplement AI-generated outputs with your own expertise and context determines how responsibly you're using these tools.